What's going on, you guys? Another beautiful Asian session live stream. If I sound weird, I probably do. I have some crushed white strips in my mouth, trying to get them bad boys wider. But that's not going to interrupt the trading, okay? So, as you always do, as you guys know we always do, let's take a look at the fundamentals, okay? And if you guys are new to the live stream, new to the channel, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going on live basically every Asian session or London or in New York. I can do trade any session with the strategy if you know what you're looking for. Okay. But some nights I see something I like on gold during Asian, or you can see me trading US 30 or NAS or EURUSD or GPUSD during New York or London. I trade about 5 different pairs. So if these pairs are something you trade and you guys want to get better at them, this is a channel for you guys. Okay. I'm an average day trader. Um, trading prop firms, trading my own personal accounts, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do it too. Okay, we can all get this money together. But enough talking. As you guys know, we always do. We'll go take a look at the fundamentals. All right. Okay. So today is Monday. All right, and we took a trade yesterday, which it gave us a nice bit of profit, 1-to-1. We're looking for a 1-to-2, but we got a 1-to-1, and we made about $100. Okay. Monday, no news events as far as you can see. So it should be very clean price action, guys. Okay. So fundamentals are taken care of. Now you know what's next. Get into the uh, technicals. Okay. So this is what I'm looking for really on gold, right? Let's take a look at what we did during the session today. Nice bit of movement, nice little drop on gold. Okay. Now we know that gold is very bullish, right? Gold has been very bullish for the past couple months, if we're being honest. So we want to look for a continuation in that trend until the trend changes, until gold starts dropping off and giving us more selling signals. We're gonna stick with the buys. Okay. I'm more inclined to take buys from gold than anything else. Okay. So that being said, a nice play let's see here, right, is taking out this 15-minute small, right, small little thing, but take out this little 15-minute fair value gap to then go more towards this minor 4-hour fair value gap. If you guys see right here, go for something like that. Quick little scalp, okay? So that's what we're looking for today. If we get that, we get it. If we don't, we don't. We're not gonna cry about it, okay? Now understanding too, there is a daily fair value gap all the way down here, right? So my strategy basically works like this, and I explain it every single line, but I will keep explaining it every single line. Okay. So right here, I use my 21 moving average as my entry and exit, basically. Okay. My 200 moving average is my trending indicator, right? Trend, right? So right now, since price is below my 200 moving average, even though we know that gold is very trending, right? If I am going to take a buy position, which we are, that's what we're looking for, I'm only going to risk 1%. It's a counter trend trade. Now we were above my 200 moving average, showing aggressive trend, still going strongly with the trend. I'd risk 2%. But since we are below it, right, and gold could obviously go down to this daily for value to grab more liquidity, right? This is a counter trend trade. It's not a high probability, okay? Right, so we're going to risk 1% on this trade. And that's basically it. Okay, guys? Now, stop loss, right? This is what the trade looks like right here. Entry would be here. Target up here. Stop loss once price breaks, right? Once the price come in here, grab that 15-minute fair value gap, and then, so just see go for that daily, or that 4-hour, close to my 200 moving average. Now, this trade could be phenomenal, right? If we get down here, we tap into that 15, we get to that 4-hour, and then price starts to hold above the 200 moving average, we'll hold that trade. We will hold that trade until we see any signs of reversal, okay? But my entry, I need to see it get into this 15-minute fair value where I showed you guys right here. We can get into that to then surge to that 4-hour, and then see if you're gonna try to go for some new highs. We'll hold that trade every single day. Like, that is a very, very good trade. That would be a 1 to 11. I've never had a 1 to 11, but so far this trade looks like I'd even have it below my uh, 50 moving average. Looks like it'd be almost a 1 to 2, 1 to 2.5. Okay, we can get that. But we're going to see if we can get that. I already have this trade pending, right? So here it is right here, right? I have my pending limit, my buy limit order, right where my 20 moving average is. I want to see it tap, respecting it, and then go towards that 20 moving average, just like I explained, guys. Now, I typically like to wait till 8 o'clock. That's when I see a lot of volume hops in the Asian session. So that's why I just have it pending. I'm not gonna. I can just wait. If it taps, then we can go higher. But that's literally all we're waiting for. Now, if gold goes up here and already grabs that 20 moving average, then that's gonna be it for me tonight. Because then there's no point for it to come back down, right? Tap to then grab the 15 when it grabbed the 4 hour for value gap. That doesn't make sense, right? So if it surges like we're seeing right now, if it surges up there but not come grab the 15, I just don't see the point of it grabbing a 4 hour to then grab the 15 and then not try to go for that daily for value gap. Does that make sense? In that instance, my bias would change to then go towards the daily, right? And we'll look for sells. But I do want to see it try to grab this 15-minute for value gap to then go up higher. But we're going to see what we're going to get. We have 5 minutes till 8 o'clock, guys. 5 minutes till 8 o'clock. And let me go to my YouTube channel so I can see if anyone's talking. Hopefully that makes sense, guys. As I'm not gonna probably be online for too long. I just saw this setup. I liked it. Looked pretty clean to me. So we're gonna see if we're actually gonna get it. Mm, 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 mm. But I hope everyone's having a very good trading day. Before we even get to that, let me update you guys on the account right now. So you guys are probably wondering, well, like you're at 10,000. You were at like 9,700 last time we saw. But yeah, took a couple trades today. Trading New York session. I was trading NAS, and I believe I took a couple US 30. Yeah, so I took a NAS trade, made about $113. Took a couple. This is the same trade idea. I just got in smaller positions. So so this is one trade. These three trades were one also, and then I took another small trade here on NAS again. Okay, so two NAS trades, and then one US 30 trade, and then we had a nice little NAS trade again. So very very good trading today. Looking to just like I said, make about 1 to 2% today, and then call it a night. So yeah, that's the update on the account. So now we're back at break even to start this whole thing all over again, right? But this is the trade that we're looking for. We have 3 minutes until 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock is when you start to see that volume start picking up. Um, but I do not want to see it grab the 4 hour. I want to see it grab the 15 before we go for the 4. It makes sense. The market can do whatever it wants, but as a trader, that's my entry thing to keep going higher. I don't want to see gold just do this, right? Grab the 4 hour, come here, right? Have a little bit of correction, and then kind of just surge strictly down here, right? Because that would be the next highest point of liquidity, which is that daily, okay? The 4 hour is very close, right? We haven't even entered the border of that 4 hour, but I would like to see it at least grab the 15 before we do anything like that. But if we do grab the 4 hour, then I'd have to assume we're going to grab liquidity and then go lower. Let's see what we're going to do here, guys. I want to be on the. Oh, that's not right at all. I want to be on the right side of this, guys. I want to be on the right side. And gold being extremely, extremely bullish, I want to be on the bullish team. But it needs to make sense, right? The trade must make sense. 2 minutes until 8 o'clock. Let's see what we're going to do, guys. And we already have that limit order, so if we do get it, we're perfect. But I hope everyone's having a very good trading day, or even a trading week. I know it's just begun, but hopefully make some profits today. One more minute. $8 now. Like this, where we start to see the market start to a lot more volatility at 8 o'clock. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go ahead and head over to that 4 hour fair value gap, guys. But I'll grab in the 15 and just that was my entry. Yeah, we're definitely gonna. We've now entered the border of that 4 hour. Mm-mm. Gotta stay a bit disciplined here, guys. We're gonna wait for it. Yeah, like I said, I don't think I'm gonna sell gold for the remainder of this year until a character change happens. Gold has just been like 20. Who would ever imagine gold at 27.40? Like in this year, no one. Bro, I remember when gold was we're like not even 26 beyond that. I remember when gold was at like 24 was like okay, like gold is surging. Now it's like 27. Bro, if you're like if you've been holding gold since then, you're up. You're stupid up. And congrats, good trading. All right, so what happened here, right? That's not even 50% of the fair value gap. So it's not cleaned out whatsoever, guys. But we did come into it, right? That was the fair value gap's border. Okay. So that fair value, I don't want to say it's been rejected, but I don't think we're ready to go in there quite yet. Still think this trade can be good if we can get tapped into it. Mm, 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 mm. We'll see, guys. We'll see if we get a trade today. Mm. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I will never go live again. Nah, I'm just playing. I would also try to grow my Instagram. I'm trying to just find other traders. I feel like the trading community, like I said in the past video, is just so toxic. I actually like to find like traders who are like who start trying to learn. Like no trader is you can't not ever stop learning. You know what I mean? Ow, that's my Alexa, guys. She's giving me the definition of trading, apparently. Alexa, stop. Well, if you guys didn't know the definition of trading, you guys know now. See, I definitely like I want to participate in the move higher, but you gotta wait for an entry, guys. That's the problem. There was a 5 minute fair value gap, but the 15 looked more potent. It's like I'll take a higher time. I'll take the next highest time frame. So if there's a 15, I'd rather go for the 15 than the five. You know. Now if it takes the five and runs off, then just runs. But I'd rather go for the 15. Next game just came out. Let's see what it's gonna do here, guys. I don't even think the market knows what it wants to do right now. That's more about 50%. And that's like I'm saying, like that's a 4 hour fair value, right? If it depending on what it does, right? You could absolutely just have your stops. This is like if it there's two different scenarios I can see it goes, right? I would have my stop loss above it, right? Above that 4 hour fair value gap, to then possibly look at maybe taking out the low of yesterday, right? Not the whole move, obviously, but like there's a daily fair value gap, right? Just to get a portion of that move, maybe a 1 to 2 here, or 1 to 1, something like that. So two different scenarios, but you'd want your stop loss way out, like because you could push and you could be right here, right? You want your stop loss way out of the like if it breaks the fair value gap and closes out of it, then yeah, you know you're good. But you want it way out of the zone, okay? But we're gonna see, right? So now for me, the original game plan looks like it could happen. Price is selling. Sellers are definitely in the market right now. But I don't want them too in the market. I like them to just be curious and then just tap me into a nice little trade here, guys. But I need it to come down to this level here, 27.22, 0.78 around there. I like, yeah, I want that to happen, but I don't want it to close below my 20 or my 21 moving average. I don't want that either. mm, mm, mm. All right. Um, Still waiting to see, guys. Still waiting to see. If we are going to clear the 4 hour fair value gap, maybe like 50% of it, take that play there. After that, I just don't think we're going to do it, guys. And all these is probabilities, probabilities. That's all trading is. What's the more likely going to happen? Well, what looks like it's happening now is just grabbing liquidity, and you could possibly. But for me, what's stopping it from not retracing all the way back to these levels, right? We went from 2740 to 2726 right now. I personally like to be in the buyer's game to go back up for some of that money, right? But to sell, I just don't feel comfortable selling gold nowadays. Because the moment you sell, it's just like, well, we're gonna go higher, and it's like, well, damn. Gold is like like you want to be buying gold. You don't really want to be selling gold. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see if we hit that 50%, which is that yellow line. See how the market reacts, and then we'll go by that. But the gold just freeze. Oh, I thought it froze. I didn't see it move at all. But I gotta see something, guys. We gotta get something going. Alexa, stop. Sellers are back in, I think. Yeah, we just need. The only problem is that I don't want this to close below my 21 moving average because then I'll be tapped in instant to sudden death. I wanted this where my 21 moving average was above price, but as price is moving over time, the moving averages are moving, right? Especially the 21 moving average, moving as price is moving. So only thing I can see possibly is a tap of the wick, I mean, maybe like a wick tap and then rest above it. But a candle closure below that, I would just not be interested in it. And that's even if we get down to that price. Looks like it's still kind of hesitating. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Sometimes you have very fast trades and fast days. Some trades take a minute to develop. Next candle just came out. Very slow trading on gold. I mean, we have had a little bit of movement, but it's not doing anything crazy, guys. Okay. A little surge just happened. Not like a huge surge, but that candle definitely had a little bit of power behind it. Yeah, I'm gonna give this trade about 14 more minutes. Then I'm just gonna call this. Usually going at a little bit. I mean, I can definitely say Sundays, the opening of when you can start trading again, is beautiful for gold. Gold will move and move and move on a Sunday. Okay, now we're coming up to that 50% of that 4 hour FEG. Now I want to see what kind of reaction we're going to get. Is it going to completely bulldoze through? Or are we going to respect the 200 moving average and that fair value gap? Because then sales might look interesting real quick. Quick little sell from gold. I want to see what we're going to do here. Yeah, I'm just going to close out this trade, guys. I don't think that's going to happen. Especially like you can see, it's not wanting to bulldoze out of that. Uh, out of that. Oh wow. Yeah, if we come back up here, I'll take a trade there. We're risk about $100. Stop loss will be up there. TP will be about right here. Or even aim for maybe a quick little 1 to 2. We'll go for something like that, guys. If it goes back up there, we'll take that. I just don't think that's gonna happen now. Because if it goes back up there, then that's the second rejection we get, which is a more powerful one. Then we can really see if it's respecting that for our for value gap. Just need to see if we're going to get filled. Risking 100, looking to make 200, guys. Move my stop loss once we get to 100. If we're in $100 in profit, that is. And once again, this is going against the trend. But if I'm going to do it, we're going to risk about we're going to try to get about $200. Buyers are definitely in. Is it going to fill us? Okay, we just got filled. A lot of, I don't know, indecision here. We're dropping in profit, out of profit, in profit, out of profit. Down about 27. See how this candle reacts here. If it breaks the 200 moving average, then this might not look like a very good trade anymore. But we're gonna wait and see, guys. Down about 60 bucks already. Down 70. Yeah, the way it's resting above this 200 moving average, I don't really think it might hit stop loss, but I'm not moving my stop. We're risking 100, or that's about it. We're well out of the 4 hour fair value gap. So if it definitely cleans up house, if it pushes toward my stop, then we're just gonna rip through it and keep going higher then, which I don't want to be a part of in sells. But this is what I said, guys. I didn't want to take sells because gold is very bullish, but already grabbing a major fair value gap, I thought it could possibly, and it still could, but we're gonna wait and see what it's gonna do. But as long as it keeps pushing like this, I'm not too confident in it. And it's resting above the 200 moving average now, and this candle has 2 minutes left. I don't know. This candle could surge with enough power. Even it closing above, like just resting above there, still just like, I don't like that. So we're gonna find out and see. Getting very close to our stop loss, down 82. In trades like this, you kind of just have to already imagine set your stop loss and then kind of see what you're doing better. Kind of going against the overall thing that gold is buying. It hit a 4 hour fair value gap. I thought we were going to respect my 200 moving average, but we're currently just kind of bouncing above it. Um, I have myself outside of the 4 hour fair value gap. So if it hits, then it's just going to disrespect that 4 hour fair value gap and keep going higher for me. And that's kind of what you have to think about in every single trade you take. Like, you can do everything perfect and it can still go wrong, right? So that candle just closed, right? Now, now we just respected the 200 moving average. This candle will have to break it. It would have to break. If this candle just stays above the 200 moving average, we're not going back. It'd have to break in aggressively to stay in this trade. But if we just kind of keep dangling, this candle closed above the 200 moving average, which I don't like. And as you guys can see, it's still kind of bouncing. This might not be a trade to worth staying in, honestly. The way it's just staying above the 200 moving average. And you guys see how it's respecting it. We have to see, guys. But I might just close this. This might not be worth it anymore. Yeah, we're gonna go take that off, guys. So yeah, lost about how much right there? About $91 right there. Which doesn't make any sense to me because my stop loss was 100. We weren't even close to my stop loss when I just closed that. But just seeing how price just like kept respecting, how it's respecting the 200 moving average, and look at that, we'd have been stopped out. So it saved me a little bit right there. But how price just we held above, and then price is now sustained above it. The only thing now price can do is keep going higher. So we did take a little loss here, guys, which is fine. That's the name of the game. We had a great winning streak during New York session. We can come back and try to do it again. But yeah, we're just gonna take one trade there and end it like that. I did really, really want to see. Let me delete this now. Like, look at this. I did want us to not break out of there, but looks like we are, which is perfectly fine. See if there's anything else, right? But as long as price is holding above there strong, it's probably just gonna keep going higher, guys. And so that puts us back down, a little bit of drawdown. Uh, Not too bad though. Only down about $85 on the account, not even 1%. But yeah, that's what I mean, guys. Selling gold is just that's the only thing I'm really just like trying to bang into my head. Just go with the buys. Just go with the buys. Now look at that. We're above the 200 average, right? Now the trend has changed, and we can start to see gold start to push up higher. You know, like this is the outside of that fair value gap. That was my stop loss. Would have been completely just would have been stopped out exactly right there. And still at 15 we were looking for. But that's gonna be it for us, guys. Took one little L. That's fine. But I will see you guys tomorrow as we'll do the same thing again. We'll look for the same exact setup, same exact trading. Okay. Back again, a little bit of drawdown, not even 1%, and we'll try to make that up during New York session, right? And I'll give you updates on how that went. It's your boy Aries. Hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. You can't win them all, and that's perfectly fine. I will catch you guys tomorrow.